I experienced a Souldrama in one morning that I can never forget.
And you're coming back today too, aren't you?
She told me
And
that.
he's never inviting us back. Yes, he's coming back
And we're
today.
working on you, aren't you going to be the one working today?
Yes, but we're not filming that.
No, we will not film. We don't film any of the work. You know.
So I do hope the people and of course, especially the therapists and psychologists can understand how the spiritual intelligence is a form of a human evolution that is better than rational, sorry for my bad English, rational intelligence.
No, that's perfect English.
That's it. I think that, especially for the times that are coming, workers like Connie is a precious gem in the world. We will do our best to help her.
Things are all happening faster now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're happening faster, and when Salvatore came in the group was very much into their rational intelligence, and now as the group has moved on into the doorway of love, they want to give this love back to Salvatore.
Thank you so much.
I was literally sent off the premises. And that is where ego steps in.
We're talking about the smoking policy, where you had to go way down by the gate.
And to see something as negative as smoking turned into something beautiful and spiritual, where everybody got so much out of it.
If it were ego who was still in charge of your life, it would have gone the opposite direction.
I didn't understand what was the problem that day. The problem was just the question of smoking, the pleasure, or just the anxious to don't be free to smoke as they want, because maybe they feel like a reduction of freedom, but maybe it was just the addiction to the smoking that pushed them to become anxious. And so there was no real clarity about the definition of the talks, of the question. Because no, it was a question of a reduction of freedom. It was just the addiction of the smoking that pushed them to say, how can we smoke?
And it was their own childhood issues about their own reduction of freedom. So that all gets worked out, and when the sun comes out, we know we're okay.
We're human beings, and ego is part of us, and soul is also part of us.
And that's teaching the people that go out, that are healers, that are psychologists, that are therapists. This is their healing, and this is, or just personal growth. But it's teaching them, they go out into the real world again, because this is such a safe place, and they treat others that way. That's what it's teaching them through.
Yes, bless you. It's true. It's true. It's really true. I don't wanna. The lifestyle here is not just a policy or rules to teaching to people how they have to do. They can do it and everything. The thing is that when we want to learn something, we don't need teachers.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's talk for a moment. Connie, what did you think about the fact that there's actually a chapel here on the property?
I'm amazed by the story that Salvatore said, that all these frescoes were hidden under white
stucco. Salvatore wasn't aware that it was a chapel when he bought the property. How do you explain something like that, that he was attracted to a property like this?
Some things we can't explain, and sometimes we need to leave room in our lives.
So that's my rational intelligence getting in the way again.
Yeah, and sometimes we need to leave room in our life for mystery, because if we explain everything, then the ego would love to have everything in control. But it's the mystery. I feel like this is a sacred property. I feel like this chapel has been here. The Trulies feel mysterious to me. I feel like this is a land of mystery, and I feel like it's almost like a holy land here.
Yeah, that's a Truly right over their heads. And in the picture here to the YouTube viewers, that might look like an umbrella, but that is what's called a Truly.
Is that truly
a Truly? Yes. And can you explain for the viewers what a Trullo or Truly is?
Yes, with pleasure. First, the chapel was here since the foundation of this place, because this place was not a farmhouse, it was a monastery. It was founded by friars 350 years ago, and in the 1689. In the 1697 they built the chapel dedicated to the devotion of Virgin of Carmel, and they becomes healer. Can you imagine here 300 years ago the friars, they heal people No? But there comes a queue of people in Sunday morning coming here with basket of bread and wheat and fruits to offer to Madonnas. And that was for 200 years. After only for 100 it becomes a farmhouse. But the spirits and all the energies still stay here.
Take care. Thank you very, very much.
And of course in the Trulli is an ancient form of worshipper of the sun. The first population of Puglia 4,000 years ago, 2,000 before Rome, and was founded by probably people from Crete, Greece, and this is really near to Taranto. It was the best colony of Sparta, the biggest colony of Sparta, and he lived and died Pythagoras, one of the most important philosophers of Greece, here.
Wow.
So that's it.
And we have Greeks, 3 Greeks.
The first time
And we have
we've had
and
Greece.
this is the first time that we have 3 Greeks.
As
And
members
I'm very
of,
proud about
Souldrama,
that.
yeah.
I studied old Greeks for 5 years in my life. So.
And we have people from Brazil.
So she gets us into action
Yes.
through a very slow and warm way.
We have people from Greece, from the Netherlands.
Souldrama is, I think how I experience it, that you learn to know yourself. Most of the time, people are rational in their choices, rational in what they're doing, develop themselves most of the time. And in Souldrama, you learn that you can take a spiritual path without forget the rational side of it.
Yeah, your group is the most fantastic group because it's really all the world. It's a worldwide group.
Janice and I have known each other since the early 90s. We were founding members of the Georgia Association of Play Therapy.
Yes, it's very diverse.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you so much. And,
Thank you, Ken.
It's been a pleasure
Thank
interviewing
so much.
you.
Thank you. Pleasure to talk with you, and I'm very honored to talk with you, Connie. Thank you so much.
you.
I'd hope to see you again. I'm
you will.
I'm very unhappy that we will go Sunday with everybody. We will miss
We
you.
will be back next year, if not sooner.
We'll be happy. Welcome back.
Ciao.
Bye bye. Julia says that with me the ego crash always. The ego, all the people have to crash with me because when I stay in front of people, the ego comes out.
Oh.
It's not really a fortune.
No. Because, the darker, the brighter the light, the darker the shadow.
You're
So
right.
the closer we get to the light, the shadow falls. So if you're the sun, you'll bring out the shadow.
You're right.